The following podcast is a part of RadioMisfits.com. And now it's time for the Mr. Nailsin Show. Yep, this is Mr. Nailsin Show, episode 457. And I know because I keep it tight on the numbering of the episodes because I'm a redneckerton. Doug is getting ready to go to work, and we ran a little late to tape the show, so I got the hosting duties.
Yeah, a bad call on his part once again, but it is what it is.
Oh, goddamn. Anyway, we were supposed to have a little arresting drama this week, but it all fizzled like a sliding fart.
Oh, this is outrageous. This is all the hate set against a black man doing his job in New York City, the great district attorney Alvin Bragg.
Oh, goddamn, it's just nothing but sad. He never had a chance at all. Besides, it ain't his jurisdiction. This is a federal jurisdictional thing, and he didn't go to them because they'd already dismissed on this bullshit.
That's not true. This is not true. It's his duty as a member of law enforcement to pursue whatever crime that may have taken place, and you can take it to the bank that it did.
Whatever bank's still standing.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, well, he ain't busy dealing with murderers and rapists other than letting them out. Goddamn stupid dumb fuck.
Oh my God, that's outrageous.
You can only do that so many times before the eardrums bleed, Lefty. Now listen, this is stupid. Now the whole thing about that he was dishonest in the campaign,
he was
about his standards of being husband material. Well, come on, they get real.
The American voter needed to know that information to make an educated decision on who's to be president, but they were denied this truth by Donald Trump.
Are you serious? I mean, look, if I was a woman, I wouldn't marry him. I'd vote for him for president. Oh, yeah. But I wouldn't marry him.
Of course not. I mean, no shit, Sherlock. I mean, I wouldn't marry him either if I was a woman. This is one pussy he wouldn't be able to grab.
Shit, I didn't need that visual, Lefty. God damn, but truth be told, if I was a woman, I'd be a lesbian.
Oh, my God. Just, can we do one show without such homophobia?
Goddamn, I said I'd be a lesbian. That's pretty goddamn gay. I mean, ain't that the L in the LGBTQIA and sometimes Y shit?
Jeez, it's supposed to have a plus in there, but...
Well, anyway, the grand jury took a rest on that one for this week. Their only witness is Michael Cohen and a porn star, and his own lawyer, relieved of his client confidentiality, spelled it all out that he was pretty suicidal, and so they offered him a deal to make some shit up about Trump, and so he did, and that's the deal, and that's all.
Michael Cohen was Donald Trump's lying piece of shit lawyer, so he would know what he's talking about. And Stormy Daniels, well, good Lord, she would have been there. She's gonna know who's been riding her butt.
I don't know. That butt's been ridden a lot.
Okay, you know what? Those photoshops of Trump getting arrested, which, for a minute there, I was like, oh, finally, justice. But it's gonna all come true. Those were prophecy, damn it.
Oh, hell. Once again, putting your hopes in fake news, Lefty.
What? That's
the truth. And anyway, come on now. Come on. If they do arrest Trump for the photo op, Trump should wear those cuffs with pride. And when they get that mug shot, that should be his campaign poster. That's all she wrote on that. Yeah, All right, there you go. Stick around for more show. Doug did some, that Sun King stuff. And then him and Lefty talk about some goddamn Marvel movie crap, and who cares?
Everyone cares. Marvel rules the screen.
Not so much anymore. Oh my God, did you see John Wick 4?
No.
Oh my God, blows all that away. Tell you what, folks, forget about that Marvel shit. Go watch yourself some John Wick.
It's just very toxic and glorifying violence.
Oh my God. God damn. Anyway, Stick around for the news. This is a Nailsin News Bulletin. Manhattan dad asks nanny candidates for oral sex as part of their duties. Hello, I'm Mr. Nailsin. An Upper West Side dad allegedly harassed young women who applied for nanny and babysitting gigs, with one accuser claiming he asked for oral sex during the job interview. A 27-year-old from Thailand said her March 8th meeting with Jason Cooperman, 43, at his West 58th Street apartment left her terrified. Please avoid this man at all costs, or anyone who seems like they might want to take advantage of you, a friend of the woman posted on Facebook after the encounter. The prospective nanny, who only wanted to be identified by her first name, Dawan, said she was alone in the apartment with the married Cooperman, and he took her on a tour of the one-bedroom pad. She said the job was to pay $20 an hour to watch his 1-year-old daughter. While in the bathroom, she said, he showed her a cushion and remarked it would be good for performing oral sex. And then he asked, do I like blowjob? Have I ever done that or not? She didn't answer. She said he later asked again, you don't do the blowjob? And then asked me, will I do it or not? I said no, I don't do it. The frightened Darwin then began secretly recording Cooperman with her phone. On the recording, she can be heard asking him why he would ask her such an inappropriate question. It's like cleaning closet, doing laundry. You don't have to. I was just asking a question. You don't have to, he said, according to the alleged tape. Darwin, who can be heard on the tape struggling to unlock the apartment's door, reported the encounter to the police. The NYPD confirmed it received a complaint about a woman being asked for sex on a job interview at Cooperman's address. No other men live at that address, records show. Several women who read the Facebook warning about Cooperman, who appears to have once worked as a financial analyst, came forward to allege similar experiences. I am part of a Brazilian group for babysitting gigs in the city, and 3 girls said the same thing. They were scared to say something or go to the police because of immigration status. A woman in Brazil said in a post to Facebook group that she exchanged messages with Cooperman about a possible job in which he told her she was too beautiful and he wouldn't be able to control himself. Cooperman was a member of at least one of the Facebook groups. After the allegations were posted, he apparently deleted his Facebook profile. A 22-year-old Manhattan resident who spoke on the condition of anonymity said she worked for the family for about a month during the summer, and Cooperman made inappropriate comments, including that she was too hot to be a nanny. On my last day, the dad grabbed my ass in front of the mom. That was my final straw, she said. She said she quit the next day in early September, but Cooperman kept trying to get in touch with her. I'm totally happy for you that you found a better job. No hard feelings at all. No need to ghost or block. I'm happy for you. I'd love to stay on good terms, he wrote. When asked about Cooperman grabbing the sitter, his wife, Sarah Fraser Cooperman, said, all I can say is that none of this is true. Another woman, a 21-year-old from Manhattan, said she exchanged messages with Cooperman about a babysitting job and asked to meet him in a public space for the interview rather than his home. It sounds like you are scared and immature, so let's just forget it, he responded. The woman said that I take precautions like this because I'm no match for a grown man once I go behind that closed door. I immediately got such a bad feeling and did not go through with the position, despite my desperation and rent to pay. Cooperman, in a statement, called the allegations from the women completely and categorically false. Some are from people I've never even met. Others are from people who texted me after their interview saying how nice it was to meet and hope to work with me soon. I feel terrible if I unintentionally made anyone feel uncomfortable by a misunderstood comment or bad attempt at humor. And as a father to a daughter myself, I fully support equality and our shared social responsibilities. Although these allegations are untrue, I will take this as an opportunity for reflection on how I can pursue a more active role in working to make our society better for my daughter's future. His wife said these allegations are false. Jason is a loving husband and a fantastic father. Well, if he's completely innocent, why does he have to reflect on anything? Yeah. This has been a Nailsin News Bulletin. You're listening to the Mr. Nailsin Show here on RadioMisfits.com. The Mr. Nailsin Show is brought to you by me, Night Night. Head over to indieplanet.com to get your copy of the Night Night comic book so that you can actually see me in action in my one-man war on crime. Shut up, Boo-o! God damn it! I do the announcements. Oh, God. No one gives a crap about Boo-o.
I'm part of the team, man. Tell him about false advertising. God,
stupid idiot.
I help Night Night fight crime, and we blow stuff up and do a lot of damage. and of course, people get mad at us when we do, but...
Well, it's a war on crime, and in every war, there's collateral damage.
I mean, well, I guess it isn't one-man war, because
exactly.
It's a two-man war on crime.
All right, anyway, we're running out of time. Don't miss this opportunity to get your hands on the adventures of Night Night.
And Boo-Bo.
The Night Night comic book available at indieplanet.com. Smellogs Poop, the super delicious laxative, presents The Adventures of Sun King. Faster than the speed of light, more powerful than an atomic bomb, able to leap the moon in a single bound. Look! Up in the sky! It's a comet!
It's a UFO!
No! It's Sun King! Yes, Sun King. And who, disguised as mild-mannered tabloid reporter Mark Milktit, fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice. In our previous episode, Night Night and Boo-Bo were interrogating members of the Maiden Mud gang when Sun King arrived to warn Night Night that his colleague, Layla Lot, who is in reality Maiden Mud while the real Layla Lot is held captive at Maiden Mud's hideout, was going to publish the secret identity of Night Night, who is in reality Lyle Richman. And so Sun King and Night Night are in a desperate race to get back to the offices of Capes Confidential in order to prevent the publication of Night Night's secret identity. Meanwhile, at the offices of Capes Confidential, we find Bubble Bubble Suds, who is in reality the Flea, fastest pugman alive, who, as you recall, was left behind by his colleague Mark Milktit, who is in reality Sun King, in order to run interference to delay Layla Lot, who is in reality Maiden Mud in disguise, from publishing Night Night's secret identity.
Oh, hey, Nikki.
What? Oh, hey, Bubba, listen, it's my break, and I don't want to do anything but sit here and stare at the wall, 'cause I'm beat.
Well, while you're sitting here staring at the wall, Layla Lot is scooping you on Night Night.
What? Oh, no, she didn't.
Oh, yeah, apparently she got a scoop on his secret identity.
Whoa!
bitch! It's bad enough I get saddled with Night-Night, but the Sun King's girlfriend, according to her, of course, has to come in and steal that from me. I mean, I'm stuck with it. At least let me have the damn headline. Oh, she's gonna get a reaming from me. I tell you. God damn it, Layla!
Yeah, that ought to buy me some time
Hey,
until...
what the hell's going on?
I'll bet you're busy. Busy stealing!
What's with all the racket, girls? Come on.
But Dick, you promised Night-Night was my territory.
Well,
But here comes
yeah.
Layla Luck stabbing me in the back and scooping me on him.
Layla, that's true. Sun King was more your territory, and I gave Night-Night to Nicky Nailsin. So,
What? But Mr. Suckle,
What's with Mr. Suckle? Come on, Layla, call me Dick.
What? Really?
Yeah, come on. How many times I gotta remind you people of that? I prefer Dick to Richard, Mr. Suckle.
Yeah, whatever. It's settled, Layla. Night-Night is mine.
But look, Mr. Suckle, I mean, Dick, I'm sorry about all this, but the scoop was just too good for me to pass up. I mean, this source just came to me with evidence of Night-Night's secret identity.
Wow! Oh, jeez! Damn, Layla, why didn't you say so? I mean, holy crap, that changes things. Oh, yeah. Get right to it, Layla.
What?
Fine.
Dick! This is mine.
Well, Nicky, that's the business. You snooze, you lose.
I wasn't snoozing. It's not my fault that a source went to Layla Luck first because of all her Sun King crap. I'm saddled with Night-Night, and there was no fault of my own except some bullshit about I dating him or whatever.
Well,
It was
you
just one
did.
time, and now you take that from me too. It's not
Oh,
fair.
God. All right, look. Jeez. Layla, you'll have to share the byline with Nicky. You know, I mean, it is her territory. I mean, you'll have to figure out some way to collaborate.
Well,
Smooth this out.
But Dick,
Hey,
that's not enough.
that's the best I can do, Nicky. We can't pass up on the secret identity of Night.
yeah,
We
well,
just
that's
can't.
fine by me, Mr. Suckle. Dick, it's the story that matters.
There we go. You see, Nicky, Layla's just got the right attitude here. Remember, it's all about Team Cape's Confidential. All right, girls, kiss and make up and get to it.
Oh, man. Oh, damn, I didn't count on Mr. Suckle coming in and spoiling everything. The cat fight scenario just didn't work out so great. Plus, it's kind of weird Layla was, willing to give up the byline that easy. Huh. It's not like her, but I don't know. I guess she's just really gung-ho on the big story. And, oh, crap, I can't be sitting here thinking about it. I got to switch to my disguise as the flea and zip down and cut off the power before they post the story.
What the hell?
Oh, God
no!
damn it.
What happened?
Holy shit.
Obviously, there's a power outage, you stupid bitch.
Oh, God.
You're
damn
getting
it.
on my last nerve,
Here we
asshole.
are on top of the biggest story we've had in months, and we get a power outage.
Oh, boy, wonder what happened,
Can my luck
guys?
get anywhere?
Well, Mr. Suckle, let's
Sunday.
your bad luck is actually
Oh,
good
my
luck
God.
for my good friend Night-Night.
Sun King, what are you doing here?
I'm here to prevent you from committing an extreme act of injustice against a true champion of justice.
Champion
Yeah,
of justice.
Yeah, Night-Night.
No, that's a bit of a
Well, your
stretch.
power
up
outage
there.
won't stop me, Sun King.
All right.
All I gotta do is
Oh,
upload
the
the story
lights.
to
I was wondering about
CapesConfidential.com through my phone. What?
What?
But Layla, I haven't been
No,
able to write
Layla,
my
no.
email on the article shut up, you
yet.
stupid whore. What? I can't concentrate on my
Uh,
texting when you're
Oh, no, you
screeching
didn't,
at
Now,
me.
girls. Girls.
Oh, you gotta get it.
Whoa.
Well, whatever. I've got to stop that phone.
Oh, holy shit, Sun King!
Well, don't worry. She can always get another phone.
Well, yeah, but you damn near burned her hand off.
Oh,
You can't get another
well,
one of those.
Well, as you said, damn near. So I didn't burn her hand off. Maybe a little singed, but it's fine.
Well, this won't stop me either, Sun King. Because as you said, I can get another phone. And I can always reveal that Night-Night is in reality Lyle Richman.
Oh,
Lyle
damn it,
Richman.
Layla.
You know what? It all makes sense. He owns Club Night. So Night, Club Night. God, why didn't I see this before? God damn, that's amazing.
Damn it, Layla. Now I guess I'll just have to kiss damn near everybody in the room.
Kiss everybody in the room.
Well, yes, Mr. Suckle. As you see, one of my superpowers is an unusual ability to induce amnesia. through my kissing.
Wow. That's something. You know, I hate to lose out on a big story, but hey, you know, champion of justice and all that. So, you gotta do what you gotta do, Sun King. So, hey, you know what? I volunteer to go first.
Come here, Layla. This won't be the first time, and probably won't be the last.
Let go of me.
It's just necessary.
What are you doing?
What's something different? I feel weak, nauseous, getting faint. Oh!
Holy crap, Layla. Was your breath that bad?
Oh no! What just happened to Sun King? Was there something deadly to Layla's kiss? Since this isn't Layla, but in reality it's made in mud. Find out in the next exciting episode of The Adventures of Sun King. The Adventures of Sun King is a Nailsin production. All characters and stories are written and performed by me, Douglas Nelson, with music by Kevin MacLeod and other public domain sources. You're listening to the Mr. Nailsin Show here on RadioMisfits.com. Alright, it's time once again to take a look at some MCU rumors that may or may not happen. I mean, everything's up in the air now.
Just stop for a moment. I mean, I know what you're getting at, and I mean, what happened to the just visionary, excellent and groundbreaking trailblazer Victoria Alonso just goes to show that, you know, misogyny, racism, and homophobia still casts its evil shadow across our world. And it's just like, oh boy, you lost a few bucks, and you got, what do? You take it out on the little brown woman who's gay. That's just shame on you, Disney. Shame on you. And you just mark my word. This will not be forgotten. Just like Victoria, you won't be either.
Yeah. Well, anyway, after Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which in my opinion is one of the absolute worst of the D+ shows, not so much for its production or even really its plot, it's just the ethic of it.
What? Oh, a black man can't be Captain America?
No, the making your new black Captain America sympathetic to a mass murderer.
That was just, he was showing empathy
for a mass murderer.
She was confused, and, you know, and it was a compelling character.
Not really.
Yes, she was. She had a unique look.
Uh-huh. So anyway, the follow-up will be a new Captain America movie, just without Captain America.
It will be Captain America, because he's Sam Wilson Captain America.
Yeah, formerly Falcon, his own superhero identity. Not good enough. Gotta be Captain America.
Well, the original Captain America is like really old and probably dead, so.
Yeah, they're probably bring him back some kind of way, because, they need something.
You know, you're not even going to give it a chance.
Well, it's off to a bad start thanks to that D+ show.
That's just shut up.
Anyway, it'll be called Captain America New World Order.
Oh my God, that's brilliant. You know, because, oh boy, it's really sinister, but at the same time, it's positive because we can hope for a better tomorrow. And led by the first black Captain America. Oh boy, we're halfway there already.
So anyway, President Ross,
how are they going to do that? Because, you know, sadly, the actor.
Yeah, he's going to be recast. Apparently, by Harrison Ford.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. General Thunderbolt Ross becomes president. That character gets to continue, but T'Challa, no, he can't.
Well, you know, Chadwick Boseman sadly passed away.
Yes, that's right, and so did John Hurt, who was the actor who played Ross, and now they're going to recast it.
Yeah, I don't get where you're going with this. Anyway, President Ross recruits the leader. What leader?
Well, that's a Incredible Hulk villain in the comics. He was this guy who also turned green.
So he had zip fast.
Well, no, not exactly. The gamma radiation gave him super duper pooper scooper intelligence and stuff like that. So he turned green, but then his head got really big and green.
Oh my God, is he going to be like MODOK?
Well, maybe. Anyway, but
he's never been cast.
Well, he kind of was cast way back when in the Edward Norton Incredible Hulk movie. Yeah, the guy that was helping him out at the end, trying to help him deal with his Hulk problem, and ended up getting exposed to gamma radiation himself. And you kind of see his head is swelling, and he's smiling because he's all fascinated with this crap. Plus, he creates the abomination out of what's his name, Roth, you know. And
oh my God, that's right, the creepy little guy in the lab.
Yeah. So that's him. That's the leader.
Well, why is he the leader?
Well, that's just the name he takes because he wants to rule and stuff.
Oh, okay, I get it. Yeah.
All right. So President Ross recruits him.
Why would he recruit a guy like that?
Because he's knowledgeable and stuff, and you'd have to assume they'll give some backstory of what he's been up to since Hulk went all soy boy and stupid.
Oh, stop it. Stop it. He's gained intelligence. And that's what you're scared of. Intelligence.
So anyway, Ross recruits him to create super soldiers for the United States government.
Again?
Yeah. Well, way back when he's been obsessed with that idea. So he wants his own super team that the government can control, because the Avengers went off on their own way and that kind of thing.
Okay, yeah, I see what you... Yeah.
Captain America, Sam Wilson, attempts to expose this, aided by his girlfriend, Layla Taylor, and his wingman, Joaquin Torres.
Well, what happened to Winter Soldier?
I don't know. Maybe he's in it. I don't know. But, Joaquin Torres.
Who's he?
Well, he was an agent in the Falcon and Winter Soldier series, but the name refers to the replacement for the name Falcon. So since Sam Wilson became Captain America, he can't be called Falcon anymore. So he gave up his name, and then this Joaquin Torres comes along and takes the name. Now, in the comic books, oh boy, they really wanted to exploit ethnicity and stuff. So, of course, he had to be an illegal alien. He couldn't just be a government agent and an American citizen of Latino background or ethnicity or what have you. Instead, they wanted to just milk it even more. But apparently, to their credit, they didn't really do that with this character, or maybe they'll reveal it later. Who knows? But anyway, they won't be calling him Wingman. He will be called the new Falcon with, Latino colors to the costume type thing. At least that's the way it was in the comic book. Best left forgotten. I mean, you can keep the Joaquin character as his agent and stuff, but he'll probably get a Falcon suit,
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all.
Except to keep tokenizing these people who just aren't white, and they don't even get their own superhero stories or identity.
It's called legacy, stupid. That's how that works.
Otherwise known as hand-me-downs.
Oh, stop it.
During the mission, Sam, Captain America,
that's right, he's Captain America now. Get over it.
Crosses paths with Israeli super soldier Sabra.
Oh, my God. That's going to be problematic. Oh boy, they made a mistake. I don't know that you want to even include that in there because, that's really triggering. It's a complex issue.
But, Israel can't have a superhero?
It's just not, no, it's a complex issue.
Well, anyway, Sabra is an old character from Marvel. They made her up a long time ago. The first time I ever saw her was in the original Contest of Champions story. But they must join forces to fight the Serpent Society.
Oh my God! Like a bunch of snake people or something?
Not exactly, but this is sort of just another Hydra. Only it's the Serpent Society. But it is an old villainous group from Marvel Comics. So. Look, so far, this isn't bad. This sounds pretty good. might actually work out if they can do it right. It's like Falcon and Winter Soldier should have been akin to Captain America Winter Soldier, which is the pinnacle of the Marvel films. If they could just recreate that and keep it in that tone and template, they'd really have something. Because really, Falcon and Winter Soldier should have been the best show of the D+ shows.
It was. I mean, well, actually, I like Loki and WandaVision. So, third place, maybe. No. That's just, no, you're wrong. That's all there is to it.
Anyway, Ross ultimately transforms into the Red Hulk.
Oh, my God. Oh, he becomes a Hulk.
Except he's red.
Red. Oh, because he's like MAGA and stuff. Yeah, I bet he's the bad guy.
Yeah, because he fights Captain America.
Well, there you go. Well, he's got Hulk powers. How's that going to work?
Well, now Captain America's got wings so he can fly away from him.
That's true.
Yeah, and Hulk can't break that shield.
Uh-huh.
So, But, in the comic books, it was a mystery as to who the Red Hulk was, and eventually it was revealed. Oh, my God, it's Thunderbolt Ross. After all those years chasing the Hulk, he becomes one himself, So anyway, desperately seeking to recreate the super soldier serum and stuff, which is, what led to the Hulk, at least in this version of it. It's not originally, but, whatever. So it makes sense. It's kind of cohesive plot. It's just the poor Hulk never gets his own story in this MCU thing, except just briefly once. It's kind of sad. But anyway, obviously they're going to have Ross be the villain here.
As they should, because he's starting to sound very Trumpy to me.
So anyway, Sam realizes the world needs the Avengers.
But don't they have the Avengers?
Well, I guess they kind of split up after Iron Man died and Captain America got old and Thor got fat.
What about Captain Marvel?
What about her?
But she's
on her way out, so yeah. Besides, she apparently likes to live in space and stuff, so.
Oh my God. Well, okay, so there's no Avengers.
No. But now there's going to be one. So at the end of the movie, he decides to reassemble the team. Of course, with who's left.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Of course, after the Spider-Man movie, where no one remembers that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, he's not going to have his phone number. I guess they'll remember that he fought with them, but they won't remember that he's Peter. Yeah, that's weird, since none of them ever wore masks half the time anyway. But anyway, no one remembers.
Spider-Man No Way Home was a great film.
It was, even though a lot of it doesn't make any sense. But then neither does the blip, really. They really don't know how to deal with that. They really painted themselves in a corner with that.
It's fine. It's perfectly fine.
Apparently not, because on top of everything else, it's just another problem for the MCU in not really thinking things through and constantly changing it up at the last minute, especially slave driving the VFX artists. And now we know who was chiefly responsible. Victoria Alonso.
That's not right.
Well, she was the chief officer of that division, so it is.
Well, this is very uncomfortable and ultimately wrong. It just is. You think of the symbolism of it.
Well, you got to think of the money you need to make, and her pushing constantly wokeness to the stupidity of the need to rename the X-Men because there's a lot of women in the X-Men.
Well, exactly. What the hell is that? It's
oh God. Oh, you spend a lot of money to buy a brand, and then you immediately tear it down. What's the point of that? You might as well flush the money down the commode.
What are you even talking about?
Okay, well, anyway, there you go. Captain America, New World Order. If it comes,
it's coming. It's gonna happen. Come on.
Well, we'll see. The views and opinions expressed during the Mr. Nailsin show do not necessarily reflect those held by RadioMisfits.com. So, any complaints and or comments should be sent to @Mr. Nailsin on Twitter, where they will be promptly ignored and or blocked.